Welcome new and old lifers. My name is Christina and this is Life According to Kay channel, where you get to watch me and my dog AJ explore what it means to be independent through DIY projects, fun excursions, healthy food hacks, and everything in between. I hope to see you guys again next Sunday and every Sunday. I am so excited that you choose to spend life with me and AJ, and I look forward to hearing more from all of you. Subscribe, like, comment, and share if you want to see more content, and let me know your thoughts on just about any subject we talk about here in the comments or by email. My email's in the description box, as well as some info on other social media platforms where you can catch the Life ATK Indie Lifer Spirit every week. All right, now on to the show. Lego. Hey guys, it's Christina here from Life According to Kay, and today we're going to talk about AJ. Let's go. Well, since I started this channel, AJ's been a big part of my tiny little buddy, on with me with various adventures, except for places where I can't have dogs. So if you are a person or a business that bans dogs, please understand the value of them. They're great buddies and they are just excellent in every way. And sometimes people need that. Not everybody is disrespectful or, you know, doing things that will cause others to not want to visit your business. So just consider that. That's my little soapbox moment for letting dogs in places because people need them. Okay, so anyway, I want to talk a little bit about my fur buddy. And you know, AJ has been with me since the beginning, and it's kind of interesting because when I talk about independence on this channel, it's very much encouraged, right? I'm sure a lot of you guys have had encouragement in your life to do certain things. For me, it's to be independent, to have the skills to do things if necessary, right? And to feel proud in that moment. And so when I met my buddy AJ, I had no idea this dog was going to be the dog that I got, right? Like, I'm sure a lot of you have this. Just comment in the comments there and tell me if you've ever gotten a rescue dog. You know that it is a bag of tricks, and I don't mean like fun tricks all the time. It's definitely interesting, but it's definitely been more helpful than anything else. So when I first got him, I actually went to a shelter, a rescue in my area. Shout out to Friends for Life. You guys were phenomenal. And I encourage anybody, if you are going to get an animal, to try a rescue, try a shelter first. There's so many animals that really need to be taken care of, just because they've had a hard knock life, right? And things have happened to them just like people, but they deserve a chance too, right? So I went there. I was looking for a buddy in my life, and you know, I had this list in my head, like we all have this list, right? I had this list in my head. Oh, it's going to be a young adult dog, maybe 2, maybe 3, right? It's going to be medium size, maybe small, you know, just the right amount of energy, but not too much, because you don't want to be so tired, right? From dealing with them that you can't take care of yourself and stuff like that. So I had all these things in my head, but I got there and it's completely different. So when I tell y'all that this dog pulled a Puss in Boots on me, I am for real. If any of you guys have seen Shrek, you know Puss in Boots, when he first meets Shrek and he's holding his hat and he does the eyes, that was AJ in his crate. And he was everything that I did not want. Too small, too old, attitude, according to the chart that they put on there, on the crate that says, you know, because they test them to see, are they good with animals? Do they have an attitude? What is it, right? Too, like, chill. I was almost like, does this dog move? Like, it was one of those. But he's been phenomenal. When I heard his story and I saw him, I knew he had to be my dog. let alone the fact that he jumped right in my lap when I got to see him. So I was like, okay, this is a good fit. So AJ, and you'll see some pictures here of him in our journeys as I'm speaking, but AJ's original name was Mark. Okay. All of you guys that name your animals after like human names, no shade, but Mark was a little bit too human-y for me. So apparently the shelter was naming him after Olympians at the time, because that was around the time of the Olympics. But many of you know I'm Nigerian as well as African American, and in the Nigerian culture, specifically the Yoruba culture, we name things, but our names have meanings to them. So we name things, well, people and things based on what we perceive as their presentation when they're born, so kids, and also what we're projecting as their destiny and their purpose. So in true Nigerian Yoruba fashion, I had to name him. So I reached out to my dad, who is a Yoruba, and asked him, hey, how can I get a name for AJ, or for this dog actually, given that I know these things about him? So my dad helped me out, and we went with Ajo, traveler, which is well fitting for him. Yeah, you love it, huh? Hold on. Everybody likes to see gratuitous AJ pictures, so hold on. AJ, how do you feel? I'm leaving. Come here. How do you feel? Oh my gosh, guys. Get a load of his face. Look at AJ's face. If I can zoom in. He's not amused. I'm sorry. Sorry, AJ. I got him at 8. He was right on that senior dog territory there, and I am unfamiliar with how to take care of a senior dog. I know a lot of times there's medications and you can expect some decline, just like if you're taking care of somebody who's a senior person. So not that I don't like senior dogs or animals, but it's one of those like a puppy. You have to be ready for it. But when I saw him, and when you see him, his spunk, his attitude, he doesn't let anything slow him down. He was showing some of that when I picked him up, and true to his name, the traveler name, he goes anywhere and everywhere, and he does not let the fact that he is now 10 years old, guys, 10 years old, 10 times 7 is 70. I know it's not scientific, but just to give you an idea. And still going strong. If you see him, you think he's just a puppy, and he gets mistaken for a puppy every time we go walking. So it's been phenomenal. Do not let what you think is a situation stop you from exploring a situation you think will be right for you. And that's how I feel about this indie channel. It's how I feel about my dog. That's what AJ encourages in me, and that's what I've found to help me move forward. At times when sometimes you're like, can I do it? Wait a minute, I can, right? Absolutely phenomenal. He has his quirks, we all do, but he works through it, and I love that. I love that about him, and I'm hoping for all of you, my indie lifers, you work through anything too. I posted something earlier last week about a study that was done. It was a neuroscience news article talking about a study that was done that said that purpose is more powerful to overcome the idea of loneliness. And for those of you that are interested, just go back to my last video. It was a short video I did if you're on TikTok, and check it out. I will also link it in the description to this video so you can check it out as well. But basically, those of you who are worried and people are telling you, oh, you must be so lonely. Oh, you must be alone. And I'm sure, you know, you miss this or that, right? Why don't you just get help for that? Why don't you just go and and sometimes you do need help, but sometimes if you can do it, you can do it. And the encouraging thing about the study was that it highlighted that just because you're around people doesn't mean that you aren't lonely, okay? And that's a misnomer. Also, you need to make sure that your activities are purposeful. So if you feel purpose doing DIY, going and doing camping trips, hiking, doing things yourself that you enjoy, then that's going to combat the loneliness. And we struggle with that as a country and around the world. Anxiety and depression, a lot of that, some of that can be linked to loneliness or the idea of loneliness or what people have told us we should be thinking about or doing, and it doesn't suit us. So I want to encourage all of you guys out there, be encouraged by AJ and I's story. And right after this, I'm going to show you some gratuitous pictures of AJ and how he and I have done some things over the years. AJ? Adventures According to Kay. You have to look at how he pretends to sleep. Look at his eyes.
Which means that Americans are working even more than ever.
He always has one eye on me at all times.
70 hours a week, often 7 days a week.
Show me the way. Let's go. So I'm hoping this encourages you all to find a balance between being independent, having those skills, and utilizing that part of you that you know needs to strike out and show what you can do and show all the things that make you you, right? Without having to hear the noise of what others think about it, what others have tried and didn't do well at, all that stuff, right? Ugh. So I hope that helps you with that, and also realizing that you never know what you'll need until you get it. And that is the story of AJ, Ajo, and me. So I hope to see you guys more on this channel. We post every Sunday. And remember, we don't just have life happen to us, we are life. See you guys.